Alright, what's going on, guys? Aaron from Top Tier Gaming here, and here we have
Mason Broadway.
and he just top 4'd our little Battle of Chaos case tournament down in Alexandria. And what deck were you playing?
Adventure Kids.
Yeah, so the Prank Kid strategy, super cool, and we're gonna jump into this profile.
Alright, so we played the children today. We played the standard lineup. We got the 3 Lampsies, the 3 Dripsies, give you dripping. 3 of the best one, because you need to resolve this one. And 2 Roxy's. You really don't need to play 3 of this one. Also, it dies under Lancia. You literally cannot activate it. I side out one of these a lot going second. The reason this is the best one is because if you do not resolve this and you don't have one of your spells, you cannot continue to play. So if you have this, if you turn 1, if you have this one and another Prank Kid, you need to resolve the other Prank Kid first, just in case you get a hand trapped. That way you can still try to continue to play with this one. I'll play those, and then I play 3 plays. These are all the kids I'll play. I don't play terraforming because I don't want to brick on all the kids at all. Too many kids is a problem, but not enough kids is also a problem. So you gotta find a correct medium. That's it for the kids. The hand traps go for 2 Ash, 2 Crow, 2 Ogre, and 3 Lancia. The Lancia was a last minute addition. I really thought there was going to be a lot of PK there. I ended up playing against one. They come up against Sword Soul once. I'd probably main deck it again if I went to a bigger event, but at locals I probably wouldn't main deck this. These 2 were standouts. Ogre and DD Crow were standouts. This hit a lot of DPEs. This hit a lot of adventures. And like the synchro strategy, if you hit them at the right time, it kind of blunders their plays a lot. So the one I found really underwhelming was Ash. I think I ashed one thing all weekend, and it was a Sangan. So the adventure engine: 3 of the girl, 1 of the griffin, 3 Aramesia, 1 fateful, and 1 Draco back. This engine is ridiculous. The bounce comes up way too much. It's just a free discard put back, because you need all the cards in your hand for this deck. You really don't want to be discarding your kids unless you have to. This gives it the deck new life. With 1 cat around, you really need something else to keep going. Play 1 pranks and 2 pandemonium. So there are some times where I want to run 2 pranks because you really need it as an extender to keep going if you get ashed or something. I think 2 is correct on this. I never want less than 2, and I never want more than 2. Because if you play 1, I see people playing 1, you get Cosmic, that's the end of your entire game. Played Foolish for the Adventure Engine. Called by the Grave, we're going to talk about this in a minute. Thunder Dragon Fusion. I really like this engine. I really like this card a lot because I hard drew it a lot. When you hard drew it with a play, it just plays through Nibiru. It gives you recovery. And you can add your Thunder monster next turn. Instant Fusion, I didn't draw that all weekend, but it's a sack card. 3 Droplet and 3 Cosmic. This is in the running for the best card in the deck this weekend. That saved my life so many times. So did Droplet, actually. It was really good versus the 3-axis Synchro deck and the Sword Soul deck. That's it for the main deck. For the extra, you have to play the obligatory 1 Meow Meow Moo. It doesn't deserve to be more than 1. That card is ridiculous. I wish there was a way to put it back, though. Bow Bark. I don't like him at more than 1. I think I'd use him once, and if you need him back, you can just Rocket Ride him back. 3 Doodle Doo. He is the most important one. He keeps your plays going. He adds back all your things. This one, it didn't come up this weekend, but it comes up in testing. It's like an Eldritch out if they don't have major interruptions, and he can add back any card in your graveyard when he's destroyed by your opponent. He comes up sometimes. I think if you want to cut something from the deck to add something of your own, he is a contender to cut. Played 1 Rocket Ride, 1 Weather Washer, and 2 Battle Butler. I think you really need to play 2 of this. This card is the entire deck. And then for the non-pranks, I played 2 Link Spider. The reason we did this is because there's a play with pranks. If you get Nibiru'd, you can make Verite Anaconda into the Battle Butler. It never came up for me, but it almost did. Then I got Ogre to my pranks. But this is how you play out of the Nibiru if you get Nibiru. The Verite Anaconda, Unicorn, and Access Code. I think I made Unicorn more than Access Code. I made Unicorn like 3 times. And then Token. The side was like kind of useless except a couple cards here. I played 3 Nibiru, 3 Gamma, and the Driver. These are the most impactful cards in my side deck this weekend. I'm a Sack Lord, so I draw these 2 together all the time. That's what happened this weekend. 2 Twin Twister and 3 Lightning Storm. 3 Lightning Storm was not just for Eldritch because they play the Lord and stuff. I also sided in, but it was for like Sword Soul and stuff like that because they don't ever play around it. I don't know why. They always keep their stuff in attack mode. Twin was really more for the mirror than anything else because I don't play Bell. I have to have something to stop the Pandemonium. And then we played 3 Solemn Judgment for going first. I never drew this card, but I was between it and Different Dimension Ground all last week. I ended up just going with this because I just really didn't want to get Twin Twister. I didn't really have to deal with it. I didn't want to have to like hold my Bow Elf if I felt that wasn't right. So I just went ahead and decided to play this instead. And that's it for the deck. For our round report, round 1, we played against Dragoon Turbo. He wins the die roll. By the way, I win 1 out of 6 die rolls this weekend. He goes first, slams Necro Valley, sets 2 back row, and passes. And open my hand, I have 2 Cosmic. So I just normal. He plays Summon Limit. I Cosmic it, Cosmic the Necro Valley, and then kill him. Game 2 is about the same, so I 2-0 that one. Round 2, playing at Sword Soul Tinny. Cool guy is really cool. He wins the die roll. He makes his Baron and Chi-Jiao, set Blackout, passes to me. I have Droplet and Cosmic and a Kid, so he didn't have any hand traps to interrupt. So he loses that one. Game 2, he gets me with the Water Tinny. I forgot it was there. I swung in, killed it. He popped my guy. That was the end of that one. Game 3, I can't remember exactly what happened on that one, but I ended up getting it. Round 3 is a Prank Kid's Mirror. He wins the die roll. Open up 4 kids in my hand and another useless card, and he opens up double Butler and like 6 cards in hand. So that game was over. And game 2 in that game, I get 4 unique hand traps. I pass my turn on nothing, and he just plays a kid and instantly kills me with his Nibiru and his kid combo. Round 4, play against Dylan. He's playing Phantom Knights. That game went to time. This is the only game went to time the entire tournament, and I can't remember the specific details of it. It was a really long game, really grindy game. But in game 3, the pranks did the prank thing, and they burned them. In round 5, I played against the 3-axis synchro deck. This is the 1 die roll I win all tournament. I start with a kid. He has no interruption. I sit on Butler with 2 Regekis, and he scoops. And then game 2, I break his Unbreakable board. So in round 5, I played against the 3-axis synchro deck, and he sets up the Scythe Lock. And he has Arc Light, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and Scythe and DPE. I have in my hand Cosmic, Droplet, and Called by the Grave. So in standby phase, he flips Anti-Spell Fragrance. I chain the Cosmic, targeting his Scythe. He chains his DPE. I chain Droplet, sending the Cyclone away to negate the DPE. He chains his Arc Light, and I chain the Called by the Grave to negate the Arc Light. And then I just summon the kid and start being able to play. This was the luckiest thing I probably have ever drawn against a board like that.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call disgusting.
Yeah, that was the perfect out to his unbeatable board. Top 8, I played the Sword Soul guy. I played in round 2. He runs the die roll, open the Droplet, and negate his board. So I beat him there. And then in game 2, he makes a fatal error. He has to start off with his Tinny place that locks him at a Baron because he has no other way to play. He goes Qingying in defense in a Chi Zhao with no back row. And he keeps everything in hand. He passes to me and he shotguns Lancia in the standby phase. Well, when he does that, he realizes that he can now no longer activate his Qingying to protect himself or his Chi Zhao to negate my monsters. So I go in, make the first Battle Butler, clear his board, and then I just push in for a game after that. Yeah, he was upset at himself for that one, but he was a really cool guy. Yeah, that was about it.
All right, so thank you for the deck profile. Congrats on the top 4 with the Prank Kids deck. I know you didn't even have much testing with it, just a couple days, not even a week maybe, but yeah, this has been Aaron from Top Tier Gaming. Bye, YouTube.